Hello guys, how you doing, and welcome to another episode of the Product Hunt, where I go through my favourite things that I found on Product Hunt during this week. I've got a cracking episode for you today, loads of really cool things, so stay tuned to see them. First thing is called Colourwise.io, 561 upvotes and products of the day on the 24th of January. And if you go into it, essentially it's just a load of different colour palettes that are found on various different websites. So if I click on this one, for instance, it will bring up the colours, it will show you what fonts look like within that colour, and it will show you how the fonts pair together. So you can see these don't really work so well, but the grey and the blue work pretty well, so that might be something to consider. And you can actually go to the website where the colour palette is actually used, which is really cool. Moving on to Typeform V2. Now Typeform is a really cool form builder. It's something that I now use instead of other forms that I've used before. Now it's got 1,371 upvotes and was the product of the week on the 16th of January 2018. And the reason I like it so much, if you go into the dashboard here once you've signed up, what it is essentially a conversational, much more interactive way of doing forms. So if you go through the form, I'll show you one of the ones I've made here previously. You begin, you can put your name in, so James, and then you can set up options. So you can see I've set up the options here with the Easy Builder, and you can also add personalization. So I put in startup business there, and that now pulls through to here nice and easily. So then you can go through to content, and that will put content here, and then you can put your email in, and then that is how it works. So that is a really cool way of creating forms. I will go into Typeform in more detail because I'm aware I haven't explained it so well, but essentially you pull blocks in, so I could pull in a multiple choice question, put it in any point throughout the form, and then you can go ahead, add your choices and type your question in. If you want to add a variable from the previous question, just go at, and then you can put a variable in, and that'll be the answer from that. So another thing you can do with this is you can integrate it with different platforms. So as I said, you can link it with MailChimp, you can also link it with Google Sheets, and you can use Zapier as well, which is really cool. I love it when a product is really integrated and I can use it with different platforms. Also, you can just share the form. So if you've got a link, you want to say, oh, I want to just share this link with people to gather some data, just copy that form, paste it into a web browser, and you can go ahead and fill it in. You can also add picture forms. There's loads of different things you can do with it, change the design, and onwards. Moving on to number 3, we have something called Tailor Brands. This is very similar to Logo Joy, but I quite like the way this works. 232 upvotes. Let's show you how we can go in and do it. So I'm going to enter a logo name. So how about Boozy Office? I can press design, put that in, and what it will do is it will ask you a little bit about what the product is. So I'm going to go in and put a little bit more information. So it's going to be an alcohol brand. We are an alcohol subscription service for offices. Now it's just like a normal brief where you give the designer a little bit more information and they can create a logo that's best fitted for you. You press next, it will then ask you what type of logo you want, if you want an initial, name or icon. I'm going to want mine to be icon based, and then you can actually choose the icon you want. So given it's an alcohol brand, let's get a nice beer. There you go, I quite like the look of that one, so I'm going to click next, and then it will give you some examples of styling where you can go through, choose the ones you do like, so I can get a better feel for what sort of logo you like. I don't like any of those. And then what we'll do, it will create the logo for you, and I really like this loading animation. A lot of websites don't really do a good loading animation, but I find when they put the effort in to create a loading animation, it makes it a little bit more interesting for you. And then one thing I really like about this is once you have created your logo, it will then show you various different mock-ups on how that logo will look on different things such as t-shirts, paper bags, an app, and even your Facebook banner. You can go ahead and edit it a little bit further, so a little bit about the type, whether it's thin or medium, the actual font you use, shapes, etc. I quite like that, that's quite funky. Then you go ahead and buy it, and you can get it on a subscription model for just £2.50 a month or £8.99 a month if you want some more logos. Moving swiftly on to the final three, we have probably one of the best things I've ever found on Product Hunt, and that is Launchaco. Now, I've absolutely loved using this, and I am definitely going to make a separate video on how you can use this. And essentially what it is a website builder. If you've got an idea, if you've got a side product, if you've got a startup, you want to make a website, but you don't want to spend loads of time on WordPress or coding it on Squarespace, you can do it through here. 2,348 upvotes, and it's actually the product of the month, so it just proves it is a very, very popular product. Now, going on to it, you can see some of the websites I've built here, and I'll just go into it to show you the different elements. When you first go to start a website, it'll ask you what sort of hero thing you want, what CTA you want. You can then go ahead and put various different features in really quickly. So for instance, if I wanted to put a team, so I can do meet the team on the heading, meet the guys behind the product. Then you go ahead and add your people. So I'll add me, James McKinnon, genius, description. James is a really good guy and he makes good videos. Sub to his YouTube channel. Then you can add a picture nice and quickly. I should have one on here somewhere. Aha, there you go. And it'll upload a picture of you, and then you can finish that. And then you scroll down and it's added here, create a URL. And what it actually does, just quickly, is it will create a custom Launchaco URL, which is live now. You can then share that with people. However, if you want to use your own domain, all you have to do is pay $49.99 a year, and you can launch unlimited websites and you can connect your own domain. And one little sneaky thing I found about Launchaco is you can actually go to domains here. If you're thinking about the domain you want for your company, you can actually type it in and it will give you all the options of domains you can have, which I think is a really, really nice addition. And it also shows you how much they are and a link to go ahead and buy them. You can also see the social networks. So Launchaco, absolutely love. So let's move on to product number 5, and we have something called Landbot. Landbot is another really, really cool thing I'm pleased I found. So you can see it's actually got 1,600 upvotes, almost 1,700, and was the product of the week back in November. And then I shall just sign in quickly, and it will come to this dashboard where you can create chatbots really easily and quickly. Now I'm going to use one of their templates because that's the easiest thing to do, and you can add different things and drag them and connect them up to each other. You can then amend the design of it, change the template, so say I want that template. You can then change the fonts, loads of different things you can change. Again, I will go into more detail on this in another video, link is in the description. And then you can go ahead and share the chatbot, same thing as Typeform. Go in and here is your chatbot. You can click through it and then you can collect data based on the chatbot. This and Typeform are very similar. You might want to interchange between the two, try them out and let me know what you think of them. Right now, moving on to my final product of the day, and this is something I found just last night actually. It's called Ceev. This was the product of the day on the 8th of February. It's got almost 1,000 upvotes, and what it essentially does is it goes through your LinkedIn profile and create you a CV there and then. It's a little browser edition. So if you go into my LinkedIn profile, so here I am on my LinkedIn profile, and all I do is I click that little icon, let's do this, and then what it will do is it will crawl through my CV, my LinkedIn profile, and create a CV for me. Look how cool that is. You can go through the different templates they have. I like this one. You can change the accent color. I like this one. The font, serif, mono or sans, which is all you need. Maybe change it to A4 if you want to print it off. Then you can go ahead and click this little edit thing. You can edit all the text how you'd like to. There you go. You have a really nice, easy to make CV. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you've got any questions at all about any of the products in the video, leave a comment below. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more of these videos, make sure you subscribe. See you in the next one.